Hi, and welcome to this week's Thrive in 5. This week I want to talk to you about two different kinds of business. There's a demand business and there's a supply business. And the question for you is, which one of these two do you more lean towards? So to explain those in a simple way, a demand business is really one where clients and customers are saying, I want what you have to offer. I want what you sell. Let me buy from you. When you think about Apple, Apple is a demand business. They create great products and people want them. They want to buy them. They line up to buy them. Supply business, on the other hand, is really a commodity kind of business. I've got this, and this is what vendors say, or suppliers say, or sellers say. I have this, and I want to give it to you. Will you buy it? And so what you tend to get with a supply business is people with capacity who desperately want others to buy from them. And on the other side, you've got these demand businesses which can't keep enough of their capability in stock. It's being purchased all the time because people are lined up to buy this. Now, the tendency is many of us are stuck over here. The reality is that a lot of us sell things that other people sell. There's competition in the marketplace for what we have to offer. And so one of the things that's always helpful to remember in terms of understanding the difference between a demand and supply business, and one of the premises I come to every situation with is nobody cares about what I have, what I do, and what I offer. In fact, I heard it once, and I don't recall who I heard it from. If I did, I'd give them credit, but 99% of the people in this world are hoping you never show up in their life. They don't want what you have to offer. They don't want you bothering them. They don't want you frustrated with frustrating them, calling them, interrupting them. And so always, always, always remember, if you're already in a supply business, be clear that you understand that people don't want what you have to offer. People love to buy. They hate to be sold. So how do you move across this continuum? Because I believe it really is a continuum. It's really less about being on one side or the other. It's not so much black and white as it is sort of a line of continuum, evolving grays. And ultimately, I think all of us want to be on this side where people want what we have to offer. They're looking for what we sell. They're coming to us. They're raising their hands and saying, I want to buy from you. So how do you do that? Well, I think the best way to do that is to start to think differently. Start thinking differently about what it is you have. So move away from this kind of language so that you get this kind of response from your prospects. So how do you do that? Well, the first thing you have to do is you really have to start asking these hard questions. What do they, your prospects, your customers, want? What do they need? What do they desire? What are they looking for? Gary Halbert, a famous copywriter, once said, I'd rather try and feed a starving crowd. That's who I would sell to. If they're starving, what can I feed them? So, but it comes from their perspective. What do they want? Not what do I want to sell, which is this kind of business. It's what do they want, need, and desire. Because if they want it, they'll buy it. So what do they want, need, and desire? Secondly, make it about them and not about you. I, in my coaching and consulting work, look at a lot of stuff that's happening with my clients. And one of the things I discover, even as they think about marketing, is always this. Most companies actually present themselves, and it's all about them. So this is us, this is what we do, this is what we're all about, this is why we're good, this is our history, and remember, nobody cares. Nobody cares about that. So it's your job, if you want to create a demand business, is really focusing on making it about them. So if you write a direct mail piece to somebody, how do you create it such that you use the word you about your clients, about your prospects? So make it about them, not you. And then finally, get intimate in terms of who they are, what's going on in their world, what's going on in their life. And is this a niche? Is this a specific vertical? Is this a type of client you're working with? Get intimate with them, and I think uncomfortably so. Know what's going on in their world, and you will be able to fulfill their needs, provide the kind of things that make them want to buy. I hope that helps. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.